Lady boss energy, yeah, she knows the way. You can finally speak of love and light any time of day. Lady boss energy, this one she got the vibe. Never stop questioning, never tell a lie. Never stop questioning, never tell her lies. He was gotta do with it, don't leave with bad to miss you. Alright. Lady boss energy, this one she got the vibe. Never stop questioning, never tell a lie.
What's good, family? This is the Lady Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get our shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know somebody who you think would enjoy watching this, share it with them. These videos are for entertainment purposes. I'm not responsible for what you do or don't believe. Take what you believe and do your own research. There might be a trigger warning, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6. I don't know. I hope not, but if it is, I apologize. So, on today's video, because it is Sunday, I just threw a bunch of stuff together. Again, just like yesterday's video. I think what I'm going to start doing is like on my Monday, Wednesday, and Friday drops. Those are going to be more getting our shit together. And then on Saturday and Sunday will be more of videos like bringing awareness to exterior things. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is interior. Saturday and Sunday will be exterior. And not all of these are exterior. Some of these are also interior. Some of these are spirituality videos. So I just wanted to let you know that. It's affirmation time. It's affirmation time. Affirmation time. Hey. Oh, first affirmation for today says, I expect amazing opportunities today. So if you expect amazing opportunities, then guess what? Then get what? You can get amazing opportunities. I was in class yesterday and this gentleman was speaking and he was like, I just don't think that that's in the cards for me, talking about having like an amazingly abundant and successful life. And I was thinking to myself, it's not in the cards for you because you believe that it's not in the cards for you. And it's that simple. If you believe that you're not going to win in life, if you believe that you don't deserve to be successful, if you believe that you are a nobody, then guess what? You're not going to win at life. You're not going to be successful, and you are going to be a nobody because that's what you believe. So believe in yourself, friend. You are capable of amazing things. You deserve great things. You deserve to be a winner. You are a winner. And you're amazing, and you're beautiful, and you're bright, and you're brilliant. You just have to tap into that. You have to believe in yourself. And our second affirmation for today says, I embrace the flow of life's experiences. Write down a recent experience, focusing on how it flowed and what it taught you. Well, I just told you of an experience I had in class. And our quote of the day, because a quote a day keeps the mediocre away. Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every hour. If you focus on the destination instead of putting your energy into the journey, it's going to seem impossible. If you picture a piece of land. Okay, and you want to build your empire on this piece of land. And your foundation, you're in such a hurry that you don't even lay the foundation correctly. Let's just say you build it on the land with no foundation. It's not going to last. Your foundation has to be laid properly for it to last, for the structure to last. Same goes in life. If you are rushing to get to wherever it is you're going, you're missing the whole point. Rome wasn't built in a day, but the bricks were being laid every hour. I love that. And our cheesy joke of the day, because what is a day without a cheesy joke? Did you see the movie about the hot dog? I'm gonna guess this one. I haven't looked at the answer. I think maybe that's what I'm gonna start doing, just like trying to guess it myself. I'm gonna say it was a wiener. It was a wiener. You know, like winner, wiener. I don't know. Okay. Do you give up? It was an Oscar wiener. That was funny. I don't care. That was funny. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get straight into it.
Okay. I'm a human and I can't stop watching things on my phone that make me sad, and I wonder why I have depression.
Oh, I'm a human and I disconnected myself from nature. Now I wonder why I have so much anxiety.
I'm a human and I can't stop voting for politicians that don't care about me.
Oh, I'm a human and anybody who has a different opinion than me is wrong and dumb and bad.
It's so true. It's
Right?
Okay. I'm a human and I have really bad health problems, but I can't stop eating poison.
Oh, I'm a human and I knowingly participate in a society that has stifled my creativity and instead values consumption and commercialism and consumerism over community, and I feel trapped even though I know I'm trapped.
Carl.
But I just...
Carl, you're overheating.
I love those guys.
The Las Vegas airport serves as an observation portal, so a lot of the people that work there are not actually real people. If they are, they usually work for that 3-letter organization that we all are very aware of, if you catch my drift, and they're just there to observe who's going in and out of the airport. Specifically, if you're a psychic or if you have spiritual gifts, anything like that, they're observing who is gifted, because for the rest of your trip they're going to be observing you. So your Uber driver, whoever you come into contact with at the casinos, a lot of them are your assigned observers. In my personal experience, the alien activity happens during the day, so whenever I've seen gray aliens, reptilians, etc., it's usually during the day. Then at night is when the demons come out. Las Vegas as a whole is a portal for all kinds of entities to go into Las Vegas, whether it's extraterrestrials, angels, demons, the dead, all kinds of stuff. But every casino or every specific location within Las Vegas has its own like mini portal for the specific entities, if that makes sense. And if you've never experienced any of this, either you're not self-aware enough, you're not open enough to even see these things, because how are you going to see things that you're closed off to? Or third, honestly, you're just an NPC, to be honest. I'm sorry to say.
I've never flown, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, you out here in my barrel, man? Yeah, I don't know. You better get on somewhere. Yeah, you don't got to get my barrel like that, man. Unshut, man. What you about to... Oh, man, no, Carlos, don't break this up. She knew what time it was. She knew what time it was. Hey,
Why
I
are they
want you
so
to marvel and
aggressive?
reflect on your actions and the ramifications of your actions, man. Look at your friend over there on the jungle gym. That tree ain't gonna save you. That tree ain't gonna save you. You shouldn't have been up in my barrel. Hey, man, let me go, Carlos. Let go of my chain, Carlos. She need to know she don't need to be up in my barrel like that. You feel me?
I'm a manipulator, and this is exactly how I'm going to find out if you are easy to manipulate or not. I'm going to start small. I'm going to say something rude about your hair, your outfit. I'm going to see if you fix it. Start explaining why you wore it. I'm going to text you late on purpose. Then I'm going to give you all my attention. I'll text you all day, every day. But right after that, I'm going to tell you I'm busy. I'm not going to give you a single detail. I'm going to say, I don't remember you telling me that. And then I'm going to watch as you scroll through your messages, as you desperately try to prove it. I'm going to deliberately change the time of the date last minute to see if you're going to rush, to see if you're going to change your plans for me. I want to tell you that I'm tired when you ask for something simple. Then I'm going to watch how you respond. Do you say immediately, that's okay, don't worry about it? I'm going to casually mention another girl's name just to see how you react. I'm going to watch if you sit quieter. I'm going to watch if you try to change the subject or if you try to act like you're more easygoing. I'm going to tell you that you're acting weird even if you're not. I will purposely end our conversations with you not knowing if we were going to talk again. This is exactly how I would test to see how easy you are to manipulate.
Thanks for letting us know, brother. I don't care because I'm not looking. Damn. Holy cow.
Oh! I just got that on record!
It would start pouring rain on our walk. Hey, sister. Ah!
Oh, that was bad.
I had a crazy thought as I was watching it. What if lightning isn't lightning like they told us it was lightning? What if it's coming from somewhere else? And we think it's coming from the clouds, but it's actually coming from... I don't want to sound like a crazy person when I say this, but knowing what we know today and how we've learned about like the Greek gods and the goddesses and all of those things, what if it's actually like the ones who know the truth not listening, so they strike the earth like, you know, a god, like, but there's, never mind.
They're trying to take you back in time and they're using music to do so. And of course they're targeted the melanated beings of the planet. So of course they're using hip hop. They need you to slow down. The melanated beings, the copper beings of this planet, are the timekeepers of the planet. That if we are even under a spell of time, we still navigate it and we still dictate it. That's why the faster you dance, the more time speeds up. The slower you dance, the more the moment is induced within that motion. And you slow down time. Your rhythm will speed up the heartbeat of the planet. And the more you dance, the faster you dance. The more you move, the faster you move. The more the planet rises. The more you rise, the more the planet rises. The more you shine, the brighter the sun shines. This is why it's important to have the highest of a vibration as you possibly can, even with operating in a very low vibrational field. This is why copper is important, because it'll speed up your vibration. The faster we move in time is the faster that the spell of time is disintegrated. This is why when it goes to speeding, they put you at 140 on the dashboard, but you can't even go that without getting a ticket. You barely can get to 100 miles per hour without getting a ticket. It's all intentional. You take yourself and jump timelines and shift into different realities, different perspectives. You going into different portals the faster you go. Also, things shed off of you quicker. So they're trying to take you 10 years back. And those of you that are overindulging, and yes, I feel like 2016, you are going back in time. You don't even know it.
That's a good perspective.
I just saw a post that said the definition of beautiful is be you to the full. And I thought that was one of the loveliest things I've seen in a long time, because the most beautiful people I know are the ones who are the most authentically and unapologetically themselves, just shining for the world to see. And that is what makes them so beautiful.
I love that.
What if you could trick your subconscious mind into your desired outcome, success, abundance, whatever it is, by asking the right question? What if you could reprogram negative thought patterns while reinforcing positive thought patterns simply by asking the right question? let me introduce you to ask affirmations. By asking the right question, we will get an answer corresponding to the question we asked. So for the next 21 days, repeat these 3 ask affirmations 3 times a day, and let's see what happens. Number 1, why do I attract and receive abundance so easily? Number 2, why is goodness, mercy, and love chasing me everywhere I go? And number 3, why am I so healthy, wealthy, beautiful, and sexy? Repeat these 3 affirmations 3 times a day for 21 days. Let's go.
Did you write that down? I hope so.
You will never see some of your world leaders, celebrities, politicians, whatever. You will never hear them talk about higher realms of consciousness, about 144, about the galactic war on the human DNA, the most advanced technology in existence, source itself, the origin of everything. You will never hear them talk about it because all of them are not real. They're not real. They're projected by source players, someone like you, a real soul, and they will vanish. All of them will vanish, all these faces, you know, because they have been in a position of power and they have abused it. Many have seen Epstein files and politicians who are just creating a new war or exploiting their people. And all of these people will vanish, and people like you will be put into power to play this beautiful game and to create that what the destiny of Earth is. Some call it Gaia. Gaia, the name doesn't matter. It's a higher dimensional reality, something where souls actually make vacation, have a great time, an immersive experience like you do now, but on a much higher level. And this is gonna happen and you will be part of it. Good job, proud of you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you too, brother. I'm proud of you too.
My name, it's not too important.
We're gonna hear some beats.
What I'm about to tell you, it's extremely important. I'm one of the first people to get a Neuralink implant in my skull. If you guys can see and don't really know what a Neuralink is, it's kind of like an electronic chip from Elon Musk embedded in your skull. At first it was kind of like a Fitbit, kept track of vital signs, stuff that was going on in my body. Eventually it's gotten to a point where I can move a mouse without even touching a computer. I can connect, I can download, I can transfer information. I'm not the only person that has one of these now, and now we can communicate. This is what's going to happen for the rest of the world. Eventually, this technology will be, maybe not in you, your kids, your grandkids. This is what's coming next. Welcome to the year 2025.
Bro,
have fun.
This is why we have to rise above, or that he is right. That
Let me teach y'all some science. Everybody finna learn some science, finna learn about your body. Right now, let me teach you about your body. Let me teach you why you don't want to get angry. Right, let me teach you why. Because don't nobody know. Because everybody slow. But let me teach you. Listen, so you got a body. You got a magnetic field around your body, right? So I'm gonna teach you about your magnetic field first. So your magnetic field is the field that protects your body, right? So they created things like food to affect your magnetic field, but you think it affects your body. But let me tell you this, when you eat food that's grown from the sun, it's energy and it energizes your body. When you eat food that's dead and then it kills your body, but it don't really kill your body, it kills your magnetic field, right? So we got to understand what the magnetic field is first. So the magnetic field is like an egg. It can crack, right? Let me teach you something about the magnetic field. Every time I give some love to somebody, boom, something leave me. It leave my magnetic field, but it come back, right? So let me tell you why not to get angry, right? Your magnetic field will be around you, right? If your magnetic field around you, then a lot of thoughts won't come to your head. A lot of people can't trick you. You won't be double-minded when your magnetic field is tight, right? But listen, so your magnetic field is broken when you,
Every time you're angry, it start cracking, it start breaking. Now anything make you angry. Now you just a wild man. Now you think that what you do good is good, but it's really bad. Because you coming from a bad space. See, it ain't about good or bad, it's the place you in when you do it. Listen, it ain't about good or bad, it's the place you in when you do it. Listen, you can see two things, right? And both of these things can be considered wrong. But depending on the mindset and when you do it, that will determine whether it's right or wrong. Oops, dee-doo. Nobody knew that, huh? Yeah, nobody knew that. Everybody knew something else. See, everybody don't understand that nobody can be held captive, right? That they cannot come get me. For them to come get me, my mind got to be taken over first. When they get your body, that means your mind been taken over first. Stop playing with me. I'm too smart for them to get me. Yeah, I know where to put the message at. I know how to do it. I'm too smart. They'll never get me, right? But when they get people, you know that they got themselves first. They worries kicked in. They got the stress kicked in. When all them stuff kick in your mind, take over your mind, it's gonna take your body. They'll never get me.
I enjoy his content.
You've got two choices in manifestation. You keep your old thoughts or you create new ones. If you're not creating new thoughts, you're not getting a new reality, because not making a choice is a choice. Affirmation tracks in my movies worked the best for me because I wasn't sitting there settling with my old thoughts, just saying, oh, this is what I have, I'm just gonna think it all day. No, I overrode those thoughts instead of just settling for the thoughts that were already running in the background. Don't worry about arguing with yourself, because guess what? It's not up for debate. You are declaring, because you are the God of your reality. You don't have to argue with your thoughts. You don't have to worry about wavering, because you're just declaring all day long. The version of you who doesn't want to put any effort in, that's the version of you who's scared to try something because it won't work out. So either way, you're settling. Not making a choice is making a choice. So try to affirm as much as you can, and affirmation tracks in my movies are in the link in my bio. I love you guys. Bye.
Love you too, sis. Thanks for the info.
You know that thing they put Get some tamarind. It's like $5.99 a box. They come in all shapes and sizes. There's a big one right there. But nature's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I'm giving me some of those.
Don't tell anyone about this hand massage that restores your health for free in just 5 minutes. The magic Higu point instantly relieves headaches and nervous tension and improves digestion. Sore throat? Massage the Sanjian zone like this to quickly boost your immunity. The Zhongzhu point works wonders for joint pain, back pain, and weather sensitivity. The Hushi point will relieve lower back discomfort and insomnia. And this wrist area is your personal cardiologist. Massage it to strengthen your heart and boost your energy. Tooth hurting? Here's the Waiguan point for you. Massage the Jigu point for coughs and shortness of breath.
I did not know that. That's some good info.
You are not the exception to the rule. You are the expression of the rule. God is omnipresent. The word omni means all. The word present, we all know what that means, right? Omnipresent, omnipresence, everywhere, all at once. No matter where you are, God is there as well. That means you can't be separate from God because God is omnipresent. You are God, expressed in a physical vessel. The scientists tell us that everything is energy. You can spell energy like this, or you can spell energy like this.
Your inner God.
That word looks like energy. What does that G stand for? God. You are made of energy. You are made of God's substance. You can't be separated from God's substance because you are God's substance. God is the infinite, ultimate, unconditioned consciousness that is in, within, above, below, underneath, permeating all things, including you. You're not the exception to the fucking rule, baby. You are the expression of the rule.
I'm not gonna hold your hand when I say this, but changing your life is not that hard. I kept lying to myself for 30 days straight, nonstop, from December 7th to January 7th. I kept telling myself what I wanted to believe. I kept telling myself I was financially free, that I was paid to breathe and exist, and I focused on it obsessively. I never stopped. It's so simple. 1, you decide. 2, you declare. And 3, you just become it. You just embody it. And this is how I think robotic affirmations work. The more you say it, the more boring it becomes, and the more calm your body becomes. You don't respond to it after the 200th time you say something. And you don't always need 100 reps of an affirmation. Sometimes you can believe it like that, and it doesn't take that much work. But it took me a while, and I just kept affirming I'm financially free, I feel calm with money, I have freedom over my life. And on January 4th, about 27 days after I started this practice, I suddenly got a social media following. I think I blew up to 50K that night, and then I reached 100K in a few weeks. And I wasn't doing anything. I don't think there's anything special about my page. I'm just speaking to the camera. I brushed it off. I didn't think that I would maintain my following. You know, everyone goes viral once in a while. So I didn't quit my job. I didn't change anything, but it kept going and people kept following me. People kept watching me and messaging me. So February 19th, I quit. It was my last day at my corporate job. And since then, I've just been learning how to make money online. And it's so crazy because I did not have any expectation with social media. This was not the career I was thinking about. But I remained extremely open and I never attached myself to a specific outcome. I wasn't thinking about any specific job. If you remain really open to any pathway, any possibility, then the universe will provide for you every single time. Just let go of the how and focus on the emotional state you want to be in. And everything that's aligned with you, it comes super quickly.
We'll see.
The magnetic pull
I'm just kidding.
is undeniable. You have found out that the greatest relationship that I will ever have is with me. Okay? You're looking at your life now from a higher perspective. You're no longer looking at yourself from that lower identity that was in survival mode. You understand that everything is coming to me instantly because I have healed this relationship with myself. No longer am I trying to move the pieces from the outside of my life by hustling more, doing more. It's no longer that. I'm moving the pieces now from the inside, the God power within me, where all the answers are. Okay? You're not trying anymore to do anything. You're sitting down and you're communing with yourself and you understand that if I do this, I'm going to get the direction for my life from a higher perspective. I'm going to get the answers from a place that is whole and complete. The magnetic pull is undeniable now, okay? Because you've healed the greatest relationship that you will ever have, and that's the relationship with you. All right?
Absolutely. Agree 1,000.
Gravachi codes, manifestation codes, they have literally changed my life. In the beginning of 2023, I started making this code, this long-term income code, my phone password. And right after that is when my platform started blowing up, which is not instant income. It is a long-term steadier type of income. You have to create the long-term people and stuff. You know, you feel me? And also, don't get me wrong, I also got a lot of business ideas. Like, I started getting idea after idea that would actually push my business forward. So when I realized that I had manifested what I wanted to manifest with this, I moved on to this code. And this code has been my code for probably about a year now. This code led me to trading. Like a month ago, I got into trading and I realized I can be my own bank, okay? So now let's get into this code right here, this quick money code. Baby girl is the bread and butter. I made this my phone password recently, which I just realized I told y'all my phone password. I made this my phone password recently. And when I say this code right here, I made $60 overnight on one of these content creation platforms that pays you instantly. $60 overnight. I'll be changing my phone password soon now.
Okay, you might want to take a seat for a second because my mind is completely blown right now. Have you seen the guy Tyler Hansen, the fittest flat earther, on YouTube or Facebook, Instagram? And he's talking about how these major celebrities, there's pictures, identical looking pictures of some famous person from 100, 200 years ago, and identical face of Robin Williams and all these major celebrities, right? And he's saying that they're actually fallen angels and that they're not really the real kind of person you'd think they are, and that it's a deception, right? And I'm thinking, well, that's pretty far out. Farther out things have occurred. No, it's not. But I'm still thinking I'm not really going to say that because it kind of seems how do we even prove that? Then I just found out this. It is said that when Lucifer fell from heaven because he got prideful, he brought 1/3 of the stars, the angels, down with him. They used to refer to angels as stars. So the fallen angels, he brought 1/3 of them down to earth. Where do we find the city of angels? Los Angeles. Where is Hollywood? Los Angeles, of course, Hollywood. So hold on a second. What do you do in Hollywood if you're a celebrity? You get worshipped and you get idolized. Just as the angels wanted to be worshipped and idolized, the ones who fell with Lucifer. And then what do you have in the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Stars of famous celebrities which people worship and idolize. So the angels that fell with Lucifer had pride in their hearts, which is why they fell to live on earth. And it's just so interesting that we used to worship stars, we used to follow stars. They would navigate and guide us. We'd use the stars to navigate ourselves across the ocean and everything. And now people, instead of looking to the stars for guidance, they're looking at Hollywood stars, which guide them, and they worship them. I'm just saying that's pretty shocking, and maybe Tyler Hansen, fittest flat earther, may be onto something. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more. Now, with all the deception that's going on in the world today, plus the chemicals in the food, air, and water supply, it is of utmost importance to be of sound mind and sound body. And right now, Chalk is giving away free $100 bags of organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, the Chalk Lit Powder, which is super detoxing and delicious. And if you combine that with the hot water purified Shilajit, you're getting some of the most potent superfoods in the natural world. Comment free below and check your DMs for details.
Sorry, I got
Hi,
cold.
my name is T, and I am an interdimensional communicator. I speak with aliens and other interdimensional beings. Today, I have a message from the Galactic Federation today. Let's go. I receive the messages telepathically, write it down on my notepad, and I bring it to you guys today. Let's go. We have been monitoring your collective behavior, and we must report there is an imbalance. Your assignment was simple: evolve, align, awaken. But instead, some of you guys are still arguing in comic sections about who will win in a fight, a shark or a bear. Your technology can be used to access the Akashic records, but yet you use it to watch cat videos. Admittingly, the cat videos are very entertaining. We are here to remind you your mission remains. Earth vibration is shifting rapidly, and you have been activated. Yes, the one watching this right now. Do not delay your mission. You will need courage, compassion, and snacks. Yes, snacks. They're intergalactically approved. Trust us. That was the message from the Galactic Federation.
I got the snacks on deck all day.
Everyone tells you should just quantum leap, but no one actually tells you what it is and how do you do it. Except me, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is and exactly how you're going to do it. So let's go to the whiteboard. Now we'll start with the basics. There's 3 dimensions we're going to use here, okay? The third dimension, which is the physical world, okay? This is the mental realm, okay? And this is the spiritual realm. Now, the 5D is where everything exists. This is the eternal present moment. Some people call it God consciousness, whatever you want to call it. This is the infinite field of potential, okay? This is where everything exists as a field of energy. Your mind is what you use to access this energy, okay? And the 3D is where everything gets accessed and then turns into matter. Now, here's what actually quantum leaping is. Now, to understand this, I want you to imagine that life works like a video game, okay? And there's infinite avatars for you to choose from. Now, this means that there's infinite identities, okay? And each avatar has a different inner world, therefore they get a different outer world, all right? Now, depending on whatever avatar that you're running from these infinite ones, you go to the quantum field, okay, and you download in your physical world information that is equal to this avatar. Now, what does that mean in plain words? It means, let's say you've loaded a broke avatar, then obviously you're going to get broke results. So if you want abundant results, okay, then you choose an abundant avatar. And so quantum leaping is basically when you, instead of forcing the 3D to change, because you realize that the outside world is what? It's a mirror. Okay, it's literally just a projector. So whatever plays over here gets projected outside. All right. Now coming back here. Now, when you change this, it's not that, you're sitting and you just decide, okay, this. No, you go to here and you download a different field of information. And when that field of information comes into you, everything is fundamentally energy, okay? So when you bring this energy, you bring a lot of other things. Now, I've almost hit the 2-minute mark, so I want you to comment part 2 if you want me to make a part 2 to explain all of this deeper and actually tell you step by step of how you're going to quantum leap tonight. So comment part 2 and I'll see you there.
Bro, I hate when they do that. Just say it in one video. Like, come on, man.
If you care about your health, you're going to want to listen up because there are 3 companies in the United States right now that are getting sued because their products have chemicals in them. The first one is Colgate, and this one is really concerning because there has been lead found in their toothpaste, specifically the Hello Kids toothpaste. Payout for this one is up to $250. I filed for it on claimmoney.com. Second company is Starbucks. There are VOCs in their coffee. VOCs are industrial solvents, and there's also benzene that's been found in their products, which is found in nail polish remover. So that's disgusting and foul. Third company is Chobani. They have phthalates in their products, and we were not informed of this. This can make you really sick. So on claimmoney.com, all 3 of these lawsuits will be available. Starbucks and Chobani are currently still in progress, but Colgate is available right now, so you could fill out the form on there.
I don't use none of those companies, but if you do, there you go.
It's a lot of strange activities that's been going on in Ohio, but sometimes I get told to stand on my post and just watch. But it's a lot going on. I'm about to roll the clip, but according to these media outlets, and I don't believe a damn thing that they say the meteor came crashing down, aka exploded, in North Cleveland, Ohio. And it was traveling 44,000 miles an hour. Now, how the hell would you know something like that? And they say they weighed 17,000 pounds. So after it exploded, you guys were still able to weigh the meteor? You make it make sense. All they do is create false narratives and lies. You know what it is, don't you? Y'all know what it really is? Now I'm about to let you know. And please don't shoot the messenger. What if the entire time it wasn't meteorites that we've been seeing? What if it's been fallen angels?
Right.
Listen to what I'm saying.
No, you're right.
What if the angels are still falling from the heavens? Everything is spiritual. 90% of what we go through is spiritual. 10% is mental. There's zero physicality about this realm at all. We live in a firmament. Nothing solid can enter in and enter out. We can't leave. We don't even know what space even is because we can't leave the firmament. What if it's been fallen angels that we've been seeing? This is another camera that captured a meteor, but some people said they felt their house shake or a loud boom. Also, people were saying they are seeing 8 to 9 feet beings walking around. I don't know how true that is.
They say they've been seeing Bigfoot in Ohio.
If you're into spirituality, you have to see this.
We use David Hawking's scale of consciousness to stop spiritual bypassing. Whenever we look at things through a hierarchy, there ends up being an aspect of bypassing that happens through that hierarchy because one thing is always better than another. When we look at the scale of consciousness right here, we can see that there's a hierarchy that goes up this, and there's numbers that separate individuals from the wholeness that they are. If we were to say that the top of this funnel was pure consciousness and full enlightenment, it means that everything else below it has separation. Now, this is not an actual fact. Everything inside of this has love, all the way up from enlightenment down to shame. When we think about shame is love's cry for acceptance. When we think about guilt is love's cry for forgiveness. Grief and apathy, these are love's cry for remembrance. Fear, this is love's cry for safety. Desire is even love's cry for pleasure. So we can go up and down this entire hierarchy to understand that when we start to infuse love in any one of these things, and we understand this is just love crying out in individual stages, what we then do as humanity is we start wrapping our arms around individuals when we see them in these states. We infuse them with love, we wrap our arms around them, and then we help the polarization of opposites come together. This is how we use the scale of consciousness to avoid spiritual bypassing. We use our hearts, we use our love to then help elevate them, and then through that, everybody starts to move as an aspect of oneness in this Messianic consciousness. Thank you, and I love you.
That was a beautiful video, but that is exactly how you do it.
Things I can say for free your therapist can't. In the Matrix, Morpheus gives Neo two choices: the red pill or the blue pill, comfort or the truth. The red pill moment is when Neo sees the Matrix for what it truly is. In psychology, that moment is called metacognition. It's when your prefrontal cortex steps back and starts observing your thoughts instead of just believing them. You start asking questions like, why do I think this about myself? Who told me to believe that? Who taught me that belief? That is when illusion starts cracking, because you start realizing something powerful. Some of the thoughts controlling your life were written by fear, or by survival, or trauma, not the truth. Awareness is the moment you finally see the code running the system. Once Neo saw the Matrix, he couldn't unsee it. And once you start questioning the stories in your mind, the system loses control. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here for the moment you realize that the story running through your head is just code.
Listen, I had a Matrix moment. I've had several recently. I was at Walmart. I had to go to get my contact prescription so I could order my contacts and get my contacts. As I was walking through the store, it was like I was in a video game. I was seeing people. I was seeing through people. Like I was seeing like they're like, it was like I was in the Matrix. It was wild. And then as I'm leaving out the store, this door greeter lady standing at the door, and she's telling everybody bye, all friendly and everything. And then when I go to walk past her, I smile at her and I'm like, bye. And she looks down at me like this. Like I promise, she was like, look down at me. And I got this feeling like she was there to try to scare me because she was being kind to everybody walking out the door. But then when she saw me, it was almost like I was disrupting. Like I could be a potential threat to the system. It was wild. And I got For a split second, I felt fear, and I was like, no, 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 no. We don't do that. We are not afraid. We are not afraid by this place. We will not allow that to consume us. Because what happened was, I feel like that was there. She was there to put that fear inside of me to like stop doing what I'm doing, to like be afraid to continue moving forward on my journey. And for a split second, I felt fear. I'm not gonna lie about it. But I knew what it was, and I knew what they were doing. So I didn't let it get to me. This place is so, really, it's magical, because what we've been told our whole lives to, when you wake up to what it really is, you see right through everything. You see through people. Not like literally you see through them. I mean, like, you see right through their behaviors and the way they think, and it's beautiful. I love being this aware. I love it. I would not go back for all the money in the world. You could not pay me to go back to before I was the way I am now. You couldn't. You can get there too. I can show you. I can teach you if you let me, if you want it.
They know you won't notice. This is episode 8 of a series I do where I explain the unforgivable shit big food companies are putting in our food. Here's a new one for you. It gained full FDA approval and hits the market this coming Monday as a natural color additive produced by Israeli tech company Phytolon. The ingredient is none other than beetroot red. If it sounds like it's just juice from beets, don't be mistaken, because it isn't. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even contain beets, just a small sliver of DNA. I encourage you to dig into the details and read the comments at regulations.gov. Search for this docket. It received heavy opposition from the public, but was granted approval anyway, even with only a 90-day safety study on rats. Here's how Phytolon makes it according to the FDA's final ruling. It starts by inserting a specific beet DNA sequence into baker's yeast. This is called precision fermentation. The yeast is then put into stainless steel tanks and fed sugars and minerals. With its new DNA instructions, it now knows how to secrete the red pigment. Once the tanks are full of red liquid, they have to separate it from the yeast. Then only the red dye remains. But a liquid red dye alone is highly perishable and requires a carrier agent. The most common carrier agents for this purpose are maltodextrin and gum arabic, both of which I've covered in this very series. But you won't see the carrier agent listed on the ingredient label because the FDA considers it an incidental additive and therefore it is exempt from disclosure. Even through all this, if manufacturers choose to use beetroot red as their coloring agent, they can make the claim, "no artificial colors," on the front of the package. I have a hard time hearing any argument supporting food dyes because here's a wild idea. How about we grow the up and stop coloring our food? I hope this brings you a bit more clarity as to what's in our foods. Like and follow if you want to see more of this series.
Real quick, if you're a chip person like I am, these are really good. I actually saw a content creator eating these. That's not why I got them. I wanted to check them out because he was like, they're good. I don't know. He said that they're good for you. So I checked them out. And they have potatoes, avocado oil, and sea salt. That is it. When you look at the nutritional values on here, 0 sugars, 0 added sugars, 2 grams of protein. I got 450 milligrams of either micrograms or milligrams of potassium. It's milligrams of potassium. Dietary fiber, 1 gram. Total carbohydrates are 17 grams. Sodium's 140 grams. 0 fat grams. 1 gram of saturated fat. And 7 grams total fat. That's not bad. Those are really good for you. And they're super good. They taste like kettle chips. So good. I promise.
What you need to understand is that everything is energy. Money, fame, attractiveness, success, life is just one big ball of energy. We're just all experiencing life as a spirit having a human experience. But it doesn't change the fact that everything is energy. Now, the way you use this to your advantage is this. If everything is energy, right? And the first thing that you learned in school was energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred, then that means that instead of trying to create the energy, you align yourself with it. You align yourself with the version of you that has money. You align with the version of you that is successful. You align with the version of you that doesn't worry about life. You align yourself with the version of you that is crazy attractive, crazy sexy, right? The problem is most people are trying to create from nothingness. You already are that which you're searching for. You're not trying to change anything. You're not trying to create anything. You already are that which you already are. The Spirit of God dwells within you, and He is perfect, and He made man in His image. And by law, you are perfect already. So instead of trying to change yourself, change your reality, align yourself, because the energy already exists. The version of you that has everything already exists. You're not creating anything. You're not doing anything. Even the manifestation process, you're not doing anything. It's the God within you that does all the works. With man, nothing is possible. But with God, everything is possible. And so instead of trying to force, change, need things to happen at a specific time, you need to let go and surrender. You need to let go and align yourself with that version of you. Ask yourself in the present moment, am I being the highest version of myself right now? Is this way that I'm thinking the way that the highest version of myself thinks? Is the way that I feel right now the way the highest version of myself would feel? You have to ask yourself these questions in the present moment. When you're going through an external circumstance that you absolutely hate, before you react to it, before you think that the world has it against you, ask yourself this: what is this moment trying to show me about myself? What do I need to change about myself in this present moment? These are the questions you need to ask. Because again, you speak to the universe through your emotion, through your identity in the present moment. And so whatever you're projecting to the world, that is what your I am says. And you need to change your I am and align yourself with the reality of your highest timeline.
He is 1000% correct.
The woman was the original protector. She was called the Sa, which was the protector. The woman was the protector before the male. So you were protected inside of the womb, and they took the protection story to create the Jesus story. So the woman kept you safe inside the womb. It was called the Het Heru, the house of Heru. And the woman kept you safe, and you were surrounded by female energy, which is why men like to have a lot of women around them. From the time that you're in a womb, every direction that you look in, you're surrounded by a woman. The woman is your safety, and you're connected to her by your umbilical cord, and you're feeding off of her. So you're getting nothing but female energy for 9 months. You're connected to the woman, and you start off as a woman. So every man here has been a woman. The woman actually is what produces the male genitalia. So then the woman keeps you safe, and then she delivers you. She delivers you. When you come out, you're soaked in blood. The sex goddess, one of the sex goddesses was called Sin Inanna. Inanna Sin, the moon goddess. She was named after her father. The woman was the savior. And then when she laid down, she became the deliverer. And she delivered you out of sin. Right? So the sin,
I got you.
Sin.
That's cold.
And then you're washed in the blood.
Yeah.
You come out, you're safe. She's your savior. She's your deliverer. And then you're delivered and you're washed in the blood. And she sheds her blood for you every month. The word shed comes from the word shad, and it's the ancient magnetic word for vagina.
I did not know none of that.
Does the government have agents to cause traffic jams?
So whole time,
Hear them out.
rush hour traffic is not a coincidence. Y'all motherfuckers got agents acting as drivers to fuck the traffic up at a certain time every day. So when we get home, tired and we irritated, and we just want to take it down, so now we not thinking about overthrowing the higher ups.
It makes sense.
None of this shit is an accident. Everything is planned.
Stay weird.
Everything. They do it all of it.
It's a well-known fact in the law enforcement community that this little sensor right here that flushes this when you walk away is actually a camera. And they're identifying the bad guys through man junk and woman stuff. That's a camera. I'm gonna explain what it does to you right now. You wanna put a piece of tape over that before you use it. For you women, you definitely wanna put a piece of tape over this so your woman stuff isn't spread out all over the internet. Privacy matters, man. You simply don't want your man junk or woman stuff in the national database for predators. That's how they recognize you. They're very unique.
That's weird. Why are people like that, bro?
I'm going to show you how you can control your frequency, which then controls your reality. Okay, so a thought or an emotion, when held long enough, dictates what your vibration is. So when you think bad thoughts for a prolonged period of time, like every single day, that becomes your vibration. So it's a low vibration. But if you think good thoughts all day, throughout your day, and then thinking good thoughts leads you to doing happy things, things that make you happy, then you have a high vibration. So you are in that state. And once you stay in a high vibration for long enough, you then have a higher frequency. And then if a frequency is held long enough, it materializes itself into your reality. Like your outside world ends up changing. But what most people do is they end up thinking the bad thoughts all day long, which leads them to being sad. And then we have a low vibration, low frequency, and their 3D world ends up being not what they wanted to. But you can manipulate this process. If you just constantly come back to your thoughts, thinking about what you're grateful for, doing things that make you happy even for a moment, you do that every single time those negative thoughts come in, you alchemize them. Ultimately, your vibration will raise, your frequency will raise, and then your reality will change. You're welcome.
Do you want to know a great tip to check to see who's tapping into your energy without your consent? Call back your energy. However you do it, whether candle, incense, affirmation, just simply saying, I call back my energy. Do it and see who reaches out to you. When I do my simple, I call my energy back to me, now my energy comes back to me strong and cleaned. Usually after that, I would run into somebody that I haven't seen in forever, or someone will hit me up that I haven't talked to in forever, like, hey, just checking up on you, see how you doing. It works every time. Every fucking time. So call, cleanse, and protect your energy. Do it. Do it now.
I did it last night. I'm gonna do it again.
If you want to know the truth about soul ties and how long they really last, watch this video. According to the Akashic Records, what is the spiritual origin of soul ties and how long do they last naturally? Please give us a full breakdown.
According to the Akashic Records, when a soul tie is formed through sexual intimacy, it creates an energetic bond between the two individuals involved. This connection is deeply rooted in the merging of their energetic fields, emotional vibrations, and even karmic patterns. Soul ties can be temporary or long-lasting, depending on the nature of the connection, the intentions behind the intimacy, and the spiritual awareness of the individuals. Here is a breakdown of what happens energetically when a soul tie is formed through sex and how long they tend to last on their own. 1. What happens energetically when a soul tie is formed? A. The merging of energetic fields. During sexual intimacy, the auric fields, energetic bodies of both individuals merge and exchange energy. This creates a strong energetic bond as the act opens the root, sacral, and heart chakras, which are deeply tied to emotional, physical, and spiritual connection. This exchange involves emotional energy. Feelings such as love, passion, attachment, or even fear and insecurity are transferred between the partners. Karmic energy. Unresolved or emotional patterns from one person can be absorbed by the other, creating a karmic tie that may need to be addressed later. Spiritual imprints. A part of each person's energy remains with the other, forming a subtle energetic residue or imprint. Creation of energetic cords. A soul tie creates energetic cords between the partners. These cords act as channels through which energy continues to flow back and forth. even after the physical relationship ends. These chords can amplify feelings of connection, longing, or attachment, allow one partner to influence the emotions or energy of the other unintentionally, create a sense of being tied to the other person, regardless of whether the relationship is healthy or not. C, activation of chakras. Sexual intimacy particularly activates the sacral chakra, associated with emotions, creativity, and intimacy, and the heart chakra, associated with love and emotional bonds. When a soul tie is formed, if the connection is healthy and loving, the activated chakras can lead to feelings of joy, love, and empowerment. If the connection is toxic or imbalanced, the activation can lead to emotional confusion, energetic depletion, or difficulty detaching. Karmic implications. If the two individuals share a karmic history, the soul tie can trigger the surfacing of unresolved lessons or wounds. This is often why certain relationships feel intense, even if they are brief. The soul tie may serve as a catalyst for growth, healing, or the resolution of past life karma. 2. How long do soul ties last on their own? A. The duration of soul ties. Soul ties do not have a fixed duration. How long they last depends on the following factors. Depth of the connection. A deep emotional or spiritual connection may create a soul tie that lasts for years or even lifetimes, while a casual encounter may form a tie that fades more quickly. Emotional investment. The more emotionally or energetically invested the partners are, the stronger and longer lasting the soul tie can be. Karmic lessons. If a soul tie is tied to unresolved karma, it may persist until the lesson is learned or the karma is resolved. Spiritual awareness. Individuals who are spiritually aware and practice energy clearing may dissolve soul ties more quickly than those who are unaware of their existence. B. Residual energy. Even if the soul tie begins to weaken over time, residual energy can linger in the auric field and subconscious mind, influencing thoughts, emotions, or future relationships until it is consciously cleared. C. Natural dissolution. For most casual or short-lived relationships, a soul tie may naturally dissolve within weeks to months as the energy exchange fades and the individuals move emotionally and energetically. For deeper connections, such as those involving love, trauma, or karmic debt, the soul tie can persist for years or even lifetimes unless consciously addressed. 3. How to dissolve soul ties. If a soul tie no longer serves your highest good, the Akashic records suggest the following practices to consciously release it. A. Energy clearing. Practice energy clearing techniques to remove residual energy and break energetic cords. Methods include meditation and visualization. Visualize the cord connecting you to the other person and gently cut it using light or a symbolic tool. Salt baths. Use sea salt or Epsom salt baths to cleanse your auric field. Smudging. Use sage, Palo Santo, or cleansing tools to clear your energy. B. Forgiveness and release. Forgive both yourself and the other person for any pain or unresolved emotions tied to the connection.
For all of you out there that are struggling with soul ties, I have already composed a video, a meditation actually, that you can play. Literally just play in your home, play while you're sleeping, and meditate to, that will walk you through the whole step and the whole journey of severing those soul ties. I know how hard it can be. This is the video right here. You can go ahead and type that in on YouTube and search that, or go to my channel, go to playlist, and it's right there. Much love to all of y'all. Peace.
Peace, brother.
What's up? Look, as long as you got life, live it. Don't just exist. Live your life. I don't care if you want to learn how to swim at 60. Go do it. When society says that I can't wear this or I can't do this because this age or that age, you are society. You are society. You change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. We only get one in this body, on this realm, on this world, at this time. Type. Live your life.
Yes,
whatever you want to do it. If you want to move across the country, go. Well, what about, worry about it. Worry about it later. Don't worry about it at all. Live your life. Live your life.
Live your
Do
life,
not stay
baby.
in situations and friendships that don't serve you. Do not stay at that job that ain't serving you. There's plenty of jobs in this world. There's plenty of people in this world. There's plenty of opportunities in this world. Take a chance on you and live. You've been existing for way too long. Live. Flourish. Allow yourself to be able to feel real joy. You deserve that.
Yes, you do.
You deserve that. You do. Get what you deserve. Get what you deserve. Get what you deserve. Get what you deserve. Look, body tears. What? Live your life. Your life. And enjoy your money. Enjoy your day. Enjoy it.
I'm going to.
Laugh. Feel it in your stomach when you laugh. Ah! Live your life. Don't let it live you. I love you.
I loved the video, but what was she doing?
My name is Scott Pendleton. Behind the lens is my fiance, Jen Fox. We're here in Red Rock State Park. We're hiking, and this get me and it.
Yes, it is. Go talk,
this
please.
thing has come out of the sky. You're right. Okay.
What just happened?
That just cracked.
Yeah, it did.
Holy.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Got a little. That just freaked my shit out. Are you okay?
Yeah, I am. I'm fine.
Well, you said you wanted a rock for.
Let's go get help now. Come on, let's go. Please.
Okay.
Let's go.
Jen.
What?
All right. Is this AI? No, thank you. If we wanted to go to another timeline where our loved ones were not passed away, could we do that and see them alive? Yes, thank you. Could we go visit our younger selves? Yes, thank you. And we could do that without messing anything up in this timeline. Yes, thank you. So there's just like a bunch of timelines coexisting next to each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you have it. We can timeline jump, quantum leap, go to the past, or just go to the timeline where, you remember, people always say, oh, I wish I could, if I could go back in time and do things differently. So we can go to the timelines that we exist in as our younger selves or where our loved ones are still alive. But that doesn't mean that this timeline right here is going to change, because going to a different timeline only affects that timeline, not this timeline. Is that correct?
Today's message. Go back to your childlike perspective. Get excited over
5 years later, and my message is still the same. Get excited over the bugs, the planes, and the trees. Because the more you focus on the little miracles, the more you attract the big ones. To go even deeper, subscribe to my free email newsletter at the link in my bio. One email can change your life.
My roommates are home, so if you hear noise in the background, that's what it is. Anyways, yes. Go back to your childlike heart, your childlike perspectives, where you didn't care what other people thought. You didn't care what other people think. You didn't care what other people thought about you. You just didn't care. You were a child. You were free. The sky was endless and the possibilities were endless and nothing was impossible. Listen, my heart is coming back to being childlike. I always have loved being on the playgrounds. I was that mom that got in the playground tunnels at McDonald's or Chuck E. Cheese, or, you know what I mean? I always played with my kids. And I love that side of myself. I love that part of myself. That part of myself is, when I was on drugs, it was still there. But if I was sick, if I was dope sick, it wasn't. But if I had, that part of me just never left. And the more clear my mind is and the more awakened I become, I'm excited when me and my divine partner come together. I hope that he has not let that child part of himself disappear. Be a man when you need to be a man. Be an adult when it's time to be an adult. Be responsible when you have to be responsible. But other than that, let's be children, let's be kids, let's be those careless, free babies that we were when we didn't have a care in the world. That is what I want. Okay, let's go.
She's home now. Just leave her alone. I can't do that. She's seen too much. You both have. It doesn't have to be this way. I have no choice. Times have changed. Scaring isn't enough anymore. But kidnapping children? I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die, and I'll silence anyone who gets in my way. No!
Now that's straight from the Disney Kids YouTube page on their shorts. The Disney Kids YouTube page for their shorts. But I'm not here to talk about Mr. Water News today. I would like for us to focus on characters like Randall Boggs for a second. Walk with me. So it's important to point out the Randalls, especially in today's society, and the new characters per se we're introduced to all the time. We have people like Mr. Water News who are loud and proud about their actions and opinions and don't really care. But the ones we really need to watch out for are the Randalls.
Sneaky, slimy snake balls.
In the beginning, God created the heavens, and the earth,
And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven.
The one who builds his upper chambers in the heavens and has founded his vaulted dome over the earth, Praise him, highest heavens, and the waters that are above the heavens.
That last one is like, it looks easy, but
Don't give these companies your money anymore. This is disgusting.
We pulled this.
The damn thing blew up.
Out of a trash can that we're dumping.
I say 3 weeks in the video, but I think it's about a little over a month.
French fries.
We need to shut down McDonald's
I might as well just
by not
have lunch
going through
now.
those drive-thrus
we
anymore.
already knew that.
Look at this shit.
If you're still consuming
The
that,
pickles are not even going bad.
that's horrible.
Look at that. Look at the meat. Look at it. You know what? I hate to do it, but my boy Peanut, he's always eating McDonald's. Look, this is what you get, kid, with your stupid little breakfast sandwiches. Don't ever offer me a fucking breakfast sandwich again. Look at that. It's fucking cardboard. Look at this shit. It's still brand new.
That's crazy.
The fuck?
He said it's still brand new.
Damn.
He said it's still brand new.
Nobody scares me more than a person who do not understand the joys of sitting at home and being alone and being your own company. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say this. We think that high vibrations are people that go out and have all this fun and they're always on the run. They're always in the streets. They're always being invited somewhere. But people like that, I'm telling you, take my word for it. A lot of them, they're running from something. They're running from something.
running from
When you
themselves.
think about this, when you sit home and you're chilling, whether you're watching TV, cleaning, whatever, when you're alone, you're faced with your thoughts. You're faced with, your own self-reflections, whatever. And people that can be alone and be in a house by themselves, they're able to handle their self-reflection. They're able to, they like what they see. They like what they hear when they're alone because they are where they should be. Their vibrations are very high. They face their demons. They're facing their demons. And that is a sign of high vibrations. When somebody's always running, when somebody's always on the go and you never see them sitting their asses down somewhere, I can guarantee you that person got a lot of demons and skeletons in their closet and they can't face it. So their answer to everything is to run and, always, be on the go, always be over somebody else's house, leaving them spirits behind, leaving that bad energy behind, that bad juju. So be mindful. Be mindful of being around somebody who do not know how to sit their asses down and be alone.
To everyone in the world, any doctor, anyone that says there is no cure to anything is fucking lying to you. The cure to everything is simply this: eradicating parasites, pulling out metals, and making sure you get enough of the vitamins and minerals that you need. That's it. The biggest fucking issue is simply that the parasites and metals are, one, eating up your resources in your body, and or are blocking every single blood vessel you have to produce any good nutrient in the body. It's been proven. Everything else is just a symptom. And I'd be lying if I said there wasn't. You need to detox. That is the start. Pharma. Government.
Hey, what he said.
The man who can't apologize is already gone. She just hasn't left yet. He turns every sorry into "but you." He defends instead of owning. She feels heard for 0 seconds.
She stops bringing things up because explaining turns into arguing. Silence becomes her only safe place.
No apology means no repair. The wound festers quietly. She starts healing without him.
She loved him enough to fight for it. He loved himself too much to say sorry. That's the moment love dies. Apology isn't weakness. It's the only thing that keeps doors open. He chooses ego over her heart.
He thinks she'll get over it. But she's getting over him. One non-apology at a time.
She begins to grieve the man she thought he could be. The version who would choose her over his pride. That grief is the first step toward letting go.
She stays longer than she should while hoping that one day he'll own it, but deep down she knows he's gone and he will never come back. That's disappointing. The man who can't apologize is already gone. She just hasn't packed her heart yet. When she does, it's over for good.
And that's why your ass got left.
One of my favorite movies is The Karate Kid. Not the new version. I like the new version too, but I'm talking about the good old 1985 Daniel-san version. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I loved that movie.
So Daniel-san's being bullied and he goes to Mr. Miyagi and he's like, "Mr. Miyagi, seriously, can you teach me some karate?" Y'all remember Mr. Miyagi's hesitant about this whole situation. But he says, "Okay, come on, tomorrow we'll start." Daniel-san shows up. He's all eager about this whole thing. But Mr. Miyagi gives him some sponges and says, "Wax the car." Wax on, wax off. Yeah, y'all saw the movie, you know. And he tells him to do all these cars in this parking lot. And anytime Daniel gets a little sloppy about it, Mr. Miyagi comes back and he says, "Oh, no, don't just do it any old kind of way, Daniel-san. I need you to wax the car, wax the car." And I meet a whole parking lot full of cars. He doesn't finish till the sun is going down. He comes back the next day discouraged because it feels like a wasted day. He comes back and Mr. Miyagi says to him, "I want you to paint the fence. Paint the fence, and I want you to do it just like this." So he starts painting the fence, and anytime he gets a little sloppy, Mr. Miyagi's like, brother, you got to do it exactly the way I told you to do it. Paint the fence." Now Daniel's getting a little upset, but he still comes back the next day, and he says, "I'm ready." Mr. Miyagi says, "Sand the floor." So he's sanding the floor. Mr. Miyagi tells him exactly how to do it. He's got a huge floor that he's got to sand, and he is ticked off about this whole situation because he didn't come here to be a house manager. He came here to learn karate. So he finally lets loose on Mr. Miyagi and he says, "You got to be kidding me. You told me you were going to teach me karate. We haven't done one thing in relation to karate, and I can't believe you basically have me take care of your house." And out of nowhere, Mr. Miyagi starts to throw punches. Do you remember? And Daniel-san is able to block every single punch that Mr. Miyagi throws his way without even thinking about it, just as a natural reflex. Every move he had learned in the 3 days he thought was wasted time was actually preparation for punches that the master knew was coming. So what I'm trying to say to you is all of this whole season, this fishing trip that you've had, this last month, this last year, this last 5, this last 10, and you feel like everything that God has been putting you through has been unnecessary and fruitless, and why in the world would God have allowed me to go through all this? This is not connected to anything purposeful or meaningful. You need to know you serve a God who loves you. He already knows what's coming, and there is nothing that is wasted. All of it is training so that your natural reflexes will be able to put you in a position of victory.
I know that's right. She got me. She got me. That was fire. I was not expecting that. That was fire.
You can see me. Get out of here, bub. And you matter, alright? There's always gonna be somebody that cares about you. And you're a good person. No matter what people say, you matter. Ignore them. They're losers. They're ding-dong ditching you. I'm just trying to say something nice. Like, I don't know what they're doing. They're running away and stuff. I'm just trying to say that you matter, man. Or girl.
That's beautiful.
Whoever you are, you matter to someone. Just keep that in mind. Don't forget that.
You matter. Give yourself a chance, man. You can do this. I know sometimes it's hard. And I know sometimes you want to give up, but guess what? You're still here. There's so many people that they didn't make it through the night. They didn't get another chance. But you've been given another chance. Again, every day that you wake up, you are given another chance. So stop sitting around waiting for somebody to come save you. Stop sitting around expecting that things are just gonna somehow magically get better. No, friend, you've got to do the work. You have to put in the work. You got to believe in yourself. I believe in you. But you have to believe in you. Because I can't do it for you. Thank you for tuning in to Little Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get our shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know somebody who you think would enjoy watching this, share with them. I hope you have an amazing 24 and the best 7 yet. And the divine will radiate love and kindness and compassion and abundance and peace and joy and all the things over your life. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Till I see you on the next one. I love you.